9 p.m. Georgia's thrilled to have found another person into his favourite Icelandic new metal indie jazz folk band, and I've a pre-loved fashion vintage sponsors Big Brother. Hi guys, welcome back to Sean's Shows and welcome to the 5th live eviction of Big Brother UK 2023. And tonight is yet another double eviction. And before we get into all that with the nominations, we have a little bit to catch up this week just from the episodes this week, but not as much as last week. So I don't think there's like too much to say. But obviously we had the security challenge where like some of the family and friends came into the house and only like half got to have them come in and the other half didn't, which was sad. Like the Matty thing, oh my god, like obviously it was great. I wanted great for Yinrun to have her boyfriend come in, and I wanted Matty's boyfriend, but the toss up between someone virtual versus in person, like it made sense to go with that decision. So like obviously Matty's reaction was understandable until he then realized it was a video call anyway, so like he was just only like 180 degrees like, oh okay, then that's fine. But basically, what would you guys have done? Like I don't know, like I would still have preferred Yinrun's boyfriend. Like obviously there's no contest between virtual versus in person, but it was still an interesting one and they could have gone the other way. But that was a cute challenge overall because it was nice to see Jenkin with his mum and Chanel with her dad. Like obviously they didn't get to really speak to them or interact with them, but it was still nice. And I had like a little bit of a soft spot for that situation, and I always get emotional at this stuff. But yeah, we've gone from that to a bit of a divide, well, a continuation of the divide in the house, this time between Trish and Chanel. And I don't really want to support Chanel. Like I'm not really liking the situation or the vibes. It seems a bit shady and bitchy. So I haven't voted yet, but I do have 5 votes and it's a double, so I'm thinking 4 for Jenkin and 1 for Chanel. We'll see. I'm gonna vote like midway through the episode. Also, I had that like ice cube challenge. I thought that was pretty cool. Like obviously Yinrun was like going for it, then she got disqualified. We got Henry who ended up winning, so like money goes to money over here, which we like, you know, like typical that the like wealthy-ish one got the £1,000. But anyway, was it £1,000? 10 grand? £500? I can't remember. I think it was £1,000. Oh my god. It was like £1,000. He was cracking on about like some restaurant. Still love Henry. I still support him. The whole love triangle thing, he's like my favourite of the 3. But I mean, I do like Matty as well, but like I just, of course he fucking won the money. Speaking of the triangle, like Jordan's situation, like icing them out, icing out Matty, then icing out Henry, and then making up with Henry but not talking to Matty. It's just a shit way to treat people, and I just don't agree with what he's done. And just, I don't know, I kind of thought he might have been up this week. So shout outs to Jordan, because I actually wore this tank top for you because he said that he didn't like tank tops last week. He was like, you know what, I don't like guys who wear tank tops. So I'm like, well, yeah, y'all ain't gonna like me then. So yeah, thought I'd wear that for Jordan for this video. So yeah, just to recap who is actually nominated, we have Chanel, Jenkin, Noki, Olivia and Trish. And I'm supporting Trish like pretty much all the way. I want Trish and Yinrun in the top 2 at the end on the finale. Olivia, I've definitely sort of gained a bit more respect even in this last week since Paul left. Like, I don't know, she's kind of, I'm warming up to her a little bit. I don't want her necessarily to win or be in like the final, but she's at least open to understanding and hearing people out with discussions. Noki, I'm not voting for Noki, so that leaves Jenkin and Chanel. And actually that's something I do want to talk about, and a main reason for voting for Jenkin, okay, because I really didn't appreciate what I saw on an Insta reel, or it wasn't a clip from Late in Life, but it was something like on the live feed, which I don't watch, but hey. The whole cake thing, he got like his Bueno cake, love Kinder Bueno, oh my god. And then like Yinrun was gonna cut him a slice, or cut like people's slices, and then it was this whole thing about like, yeah, good luck because this is my cake. And then he went out to the garden and bitched to Chanel and Tom, I forgot he was there for a sec, Tom, about it. And it was like, I didn't think it was necessary. I thought it was a bit bitchy, it was a bit uncalled for and a bit of a sassitude, which I don't appreciate. So I'm kind of ready for Jenkin to go. Like, he's not really doing much for me. And with it being a double, I definitely think Jenkin's going to go. And it could be Noki, it could be Olivia. She might have still had a bit more hate online. I don't know if she received hate online, but hey. Or Chanel. I think it's going to be Jenkin and Chanel. I'm going to vote for Jenkin and Chanel, and I hope they go. And finally, I would just like to say a massive thank you to the support last week, because that video got a few more views than the previous ones, which I was not expecting, but I guess it might have related to like the Paul eviction and just people wanting to see my thoughts on that, which, hey, get totally appreciate. And so I love that. I got a few more subscribers and everything, so welcome everybody. And yeah, I'm very excited to be doing today's episode. I'm going to do the finale next week. I probably won't do any like semi-finals or anything through the week next week, just the Friday. And then we're going to be doing the Doctor Who 60th anniversary specials, which I'm very excited for going forward. So yeah, I appreciate it and welcome. And I also do Twitch, Shawnee_92, and I've got my Patreon, Shawnee_92, if you want to support the channel. More so, it's exclusive, like, naughty content. So yeah, on tier 3, because the other tiers just don't work and the copyright stuff just didn't work. So it's basically there as like a place for that. But without further ado, let's just crack on to the episode, because seriously, it was long last week. It was that extra 15 minutes with the extra interview. It meant I was filming from like 9 till 11:15, and it's a lot. Like, I mean, it's fine, like, crack on, I'm gonna watch it anyway, but like, it's then a lot to edit as well, so I'm just gonna be saying what I say, see what I see, and we'll do the eviction and we'll move on. Let's go.
We're leaving you at Christmas.
We'll probably miss a large proportion of the Christmas rush.
I mean, not really, it's just sort of started, and adverts have started now, and they've defrosted Mariah, they've defrosted Michael Boobs, all the defrostings. Henry got £1,000.
If you're going to have a fake tree, it needs to be a decent fake tree.
A tree's a tree, girls.
No,
you want
not.
it to last like 10 years in the loft. 100%.
I think it got a bit heavy last night. I think Trish is becoming quite paranoid about there being the two groups. I think it's Chanel in one group and then Trish in the other. Trish even said to me, she got in my face and said something along the lines of, "And don't tell Chanel anything." And I just thought, bloody hell.
I mean, she did, but at least they kind of aired it out straight away. And it is two different camps. Like, I'm not going to take Jordan's word for this on any sense, because he was unaware of his own love triangle, never mind two-way split in the house, because it is very much there and it's very much apparent. So Jordan, tank top.
It seems that Chanel and Trish are the only ones really with daggers out for each other. So we will see what happens.
It does very much seem to be the Chanel versus Trish situation, and not that Chanel's like leader of the other team, but like one of them's gonna go, or they're both gonna go tonight. One of them's gonna go, and it's gonna be like, the leader is dead, the king is dead, we're moving on. Like, this team wins tonight, basically.
Do you feel like during this process you know yourself better?
Not really.
Not really.
No, I don't think, no.
Do you feel
you?
Yeah. Do you feel you learn a lot about yourself and about humanity?
Not particularly, no.
Really? Do you feel like you've changed compared to the time, the moment you step into the house and when you step out of the house?
So I don't think so, because once this is over, I'm going to return to, you know, life.
I feel like you just... You don't have to necessarily go in there and find yourself, but maybe Yinrun has, other people, that kind of thing, and you must find just some general self-awareness of being in there, or like getting to know other people and learn more things about the world. You know that there's like 15 moons and all that sort of stuff, but like just different people personalities, and also just people's different sensitivities. You must have learned something. Unless Jordan knows everything about life and tank tops, then we're all good. But you tell me, Jordan, have you learned anything? I promise I don't hate Jordan. That's why I'm just getting all sassy with him, because it's probably not going to be looking good from next week come the finale. He going to be out of there at the semi-final. And the fucking still water. Like, oh, you can... You know what it is? I'm not going to sprinkle that on, but like... Oh my god, I'm literally doing that sort of stuff in my workouts at the moment. It is intense. It's like the fucking... Oh, they're not... what they're called? There's the plyometric training, jump training and everything, and it's like fucking... Oh, I can't remember what they're called. Rockstar jump, that's it. Google that. Rockstar jumps. Oh my god. Literally dying. You like go for like flip your legs up in the air.
Trish, do you want to come and have a combo?
Ooh,
Yeah,
clearing
can I
the
have
air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trisha's been quite vocal, being like, well, I don't want to speak to her and I'm going to just keep my distance, but they're going to speak.
For me, I've felt the brunt of maybe you being angry. Obviously, like, you chatting to everyone else in the house and, like, ignoring me, giving me, like, the cold shoulder.
I wouldn't have called it a cold shoulder, but for me, it was just kind of like, okay, I don't need to make an effort with everybody anymore.
Yeah.
I also don't want to feel like I'm connecting with people who do not like me. I forgive, but I don't forget. I'm like, what? That's when I was like, oh my gosh, I can't look this girl in the eye.
Yeah.
She did kind of say that, and it was almost bitchy, as if like, well, I'm gonna forgive, but I won't forget. And it's like, it just feels like the animosity side. So from Trish, it's like retracted, being like, well, what is the point of wasting your time to get to know someone and enjoy the rest of the time we're there without them? Besides, they might go tomorrow, or she might go tomorrow, or whatever. It's like, they're already here for another week, so don't waste your time. Just avoid her, which is what she's been doing. So I do see both sides, but I agree with Trish. So
You said, oh, I'm just sad that Paul had to go out with that labelling of a bully. Like, you said it just then.
Yeah.
And then it also aligned with...
Trish, can I just stop you there? It's not that I sit around in groups painting you out to be like this, and this and that. I think when everyone says things on emotion, it's like you walked out of that room after that task and was like, I got more haters in you than I have on the outside. And again, that implies like hate. There's no hate.
Similar vibes.
I just felt like I was trying to put my feelings and emotions to the side to not have this divide in the house. And I was just like, how are we meant to get past this divide when the woman can't look at me or can't be in the same room with me?
But yeah, I want to apologise for isolating you, specifically. I mean, I'll probably do it again if I felt that way again.
Yeah.
Like, if I could go back yesterday. But it wasn't to make you feel isolated, it's to protect myself.
Yeah, and do you know, I did understand that.
and I do respect that as well. Literally the fact of like, I did it before and I'd do it again for these reasons, like, because that's who she is and she's protecting herself. So
Like, I don't want it like to be like on eggshells, both of us.
I don't want you to.
I'm hoping this kind of like squashes it.
Chanel is talking to Jenkin about her conversation with Trish.
Between like me and you, I know for a fact that I've never said stuff about Trish, like in that way. And then she's looking at it as like that comment then, like I could forgive or I can't forget, as if I'm the one feeding like this personal thing against her, and like I'm like the one that's dominated any like kind of feelings or opinions or expressions about her.
I don't think you're really helping your case here though, Chanel, going off. I know you're going to speak to Jenkin and he's a bestie, but like, you're making it more into a problem when I thought it was squashed now and you can just sort of move on, but now she's like, just continuing the bitching. Okay, so the foxes are kind of blindfolded, they can't really see, and the chickens moving, squeaks their feet, so like, okay. As if they're gonna give Matty like a chicken fucking Nando's dinner situation when he's vegetarian. Give him a frickin' chicken task.
You got me, alright? You scared? You scared of us?
Did I just grab you?
You grabbed me by the bollocks.
No.
The triangle has been confirmed.
Literally not helping the triangle cause. Sorry, Jordan. You've been knocked out. It's all about Henry and Matty now.
Jordan still hoovering.
It's so random. Maybe this whole video should just be
Darling,
clips
there's
of
some
Jordan
pizza.
hoovering.
Okay, thank you. I'm busy at the moment.
Of course he's going to keep hoovering though if they've just done this fucking chicken thing and there's feathers everywhere. He's done all the hoovering and now he's like, I gotta do it again. Oh, that really is a Nando's. Look at there's the sauce, there's the olives, there's the chips. Halloumi, oh, legit Nando's. I love Nando's.
I'm glad to be one of the chickens. Chicken.
Chicken like.
Yeah.
Imran,
Yes.
Balls
did
back.
you just say chicken in a Scouse accent?
Yes. I learned it from Paul. One of the chicken.
I love it. You know what, Yemen's so funny, I swear to God.
Yes.
Ah, I love it.
Very good, Imran.
Thank you. And it's heavy as well. We had a very good time. It's boss. It's heavy.
Yeah, not really in my vocab, to be fair, so I'm good.
Jordan is in the bedroom.
Is he hoovering? Because there's fucking feathers on the floor, I see. No, he's teasing Matty. He just can't keep away, can he? Just playing the game. He just loves a little bit of like flirty flirt, doesn't he? Right, I've just voted pretty much halfway through. All 5 went to Jenkin. Was going to give 1 to Chanel, but I've decided after the booze-ish and the crowd reaction to Olivia, I'm thinking I'm just going to let it play out to see whether it's Olivia and Chanel, which of those two might go with Jenkin. I'm pretty certain it's going to be Jenkin and Chanel or Jenkin and Olivia. Probably Jenkin and Chanel, but I thought I would just give all 5 to Jenkin to make sure he definitely goes. And he can have all the bueno cakes he wants outside. And I feel like Olivia probably should stay.
Trish has been rewarded some ice cream
Wow,
for winning the
that
big
looks
pool
lush.
and is sharing it with Jenkin.
That's literally at midnight. That's what you call a midnight snack right there. The ice cream and the chocolates and that. I don't think I could eat it that late unless I'm going to be up for another 3 hours. Looks amazing. I'm jealous. It's literally 5 to 10, so I'm literally not going to eat till tomorrow by the time this finishes and I edit the video.
I think at this stage, no matter who we lose, anyone we lose, it's going to change the dynamics of the house because you're losing somebody and everyone in their own right is a big part of this house. I think the dynamic in the house is going back to something nice. I think everyone's sort of in unity in here. We're all together.
Yeah, I would agree. It's nice that Trish and Chanel had that sort of moment to kind of patch things up and everyone's just kind of chatting and getting on, which is nice. Tom's got it pretty good. He's sitting pretty going into the final week, not being up tonight. So he's having a nice night thinking like, oh, some of his friends are going to be going. Whoever it is, it's a double. Someone's going. And he gets to just sort of ride out to next week.
We hope you were paying attention in the ad break because exciting news.
Yeah.
Celebrity Big Brother is coming next year.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
You are not going to want to miss it.
I don't know if I'm going to live react to it yet. We'll see. We'll see how long it's going to be. It might be cute. Some drag queens put the Vivian. Oh my god. Fucking Danny Beard. Some people from Late and Live. They got to be in it. Like, I love celeb. I mean, iconic moments. Tiffany Pollard, hello, like David's dead. Fucking love it. They're saying get Chanel out, but it almost sounds like get Tom out. It's kind of hard.
Big Brother House. It's AJ and Will. You are live on ITV. Tonight, 2 housemates will be leaving the Big Brother house. Chanel.
Sorry, Chanel, but
Noki.
heartbreaking for him.
Olivia.
It's still mixed for Olivia. And
The viewers have spoken.
Jenkin and Chanel, like, you know what? At least Chanel looks lush. Her hair looks gorge. Like,
We can now reveal that the 7th housemate to be evicted from the Big Brother house is
they're literally chanting Trish to win. Trish to win. Trish to win.
Chanel.
Well done, girl. Like, oh, I kind of still hope Jenkin go. I wanted Jenkin to go more than Chanel, so I kind of still hope Jenkin's the other one. She had a bit of a week. She had a bit of a controversial week, and she went up against Trish. Y'all know what happens when you go against Trish. Paul goes, Kerry fucking goes, whoever else she went against, I don't even know. Sorry, Chanel. 4, 3, 2, 1. Another one with the booze, like, after last week. And you gotta feel bad for her, though, because, like, you know she doesn't do the confrontation, so...
Big Brother House, it's AJ and Will. You're live on ITV. Please do not swear. We can now reveal that the 8th housemate to be evicted from the Big Brother House is...
Who's it gonna be?
Trish.
What?
Trish, your stay in the Big Brother house is over.
I don't think so. Are you fucking kidding me?
Trish, you have been evicted. Please leave.
Oh my
the
god, I
Big
can hear
Brother
like Ian Run
house.
fucking crying already. The house, the fucking audience was literally Trish for the win. Trish for the... Who the... Oh, well, Yin Run's definitely going to win now. She's got my vote. I can't believe it. I genuinely... Oh my god, did my 5 votes of Jen can just do nothing? I am shocked, gagged, and grouped. And this is ridiculous. Like, I know she's been up twice and thrice, but she's been saved I'm shocked. There's obviously some people over in the Chanel camp, in the Paul camp, that was probably all fucking Paul voting for her. That is the gag of the fucking season. Are you kidding me? The audience, like, I really thought she was going to be fucking crowning. I thought she was going to be taking that crown home. Nah. Guys, what if you thought... What, I need to speak to you. I need to hear from you, because what the fuck? I'm literally shocked. You know what it is? Fucking take your moment, Trish. Like, I love that. Like, have herself a fucking party, and I need to see this fucking interview now. Chanel, you get 5 seconds. Trish, you get 5 minutes.
Trish and Chanel have both been evicted from the Big Brother house, and we've got their first exclusive interviews.
How? What sort of fucking injustice? Like, the queens of the fucking leaders of the 2 parts are gone. Like, the house is gone fucking fall apart. And I'm sort of annoyed that Jenkin didn't go. I'd rather Chanel stayed. But I don't know. I would have felt a bit even more injustice if Chanel stayed and Trish didn't. But, like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? Like, AJ's, like, had, like, a semi-outfit change right now in the ad break. Love it. Anyway, here's Chanel. Let's just do this interview quickly because I'm fucking gagged still. I can't believe it.
My first nomination is Chanel.
Chanel.
I have come to
4,
realise
okay.
that she's a hypocrite.
I'm not finding it easy at the moment to trust everything she has to say.
She's very sneaky. I find her very sneaky.
Well, she's in the next room, Trish, so...
4 nominations there. Any surprises in terms of the people who nominated you?
Honestly, like, you really can't take it personal in that house.
Fair.
So,
You know what?
no,
Taking that like a
I give them a
trooper.
reason. I broke the rules. I get it.
You initially won immunity
Yeah.
from this week's nominations, but then lost it.
Yeah,
after the
if she
rule
didn't
break.
fuck herself with a
And
rule
now we're
break.
sat here, you know, that rule break must really hurt
Yeah.
now.
No,
Literally.
honestly, like, I know this sounds really silly, but it was nice to have the immunity, but I don't regret losing it or breaking the rules. I regret it obviously being paid out to the house because I know how it would have sounded. But for me, it was never getting to the final.
Okay.
It was never like I felt like if I really, really wanted to have held on to that immunity.
Who were you talking about?
Oh, I don't know if I want to tell.
I think you.
Come
I
on.
think we all know.
Come on.
And I think they knew.
Well, the two of you.
Well, actually, now I've seen
Go
the
on.
nominations, it could have been 2 of them, actually. No, I was...
Chanel, this is live TV. Come on, let's just get to it.
bullying comment,
Yeah.
which everyone knows,
Yeah. And
is made by
Yes.
Trish.
Yes.
So that's what you were talking about.
Yes.
During the rule
Yeah,
break.
but when you're in the
So you were
house,
talking
like,
about
I couldn't
Trish,
say to her that, like, oh yeah, Trish, I was talking about you. Or,
But why?
But that's
couldn't you?
that's
Because
interesting.
I think it was part of the lack of accountability on your part.
yeah, but I couldn't take that because then I'd have to admit that I nominated for her and I would have been breaking rules again, so I couldn't admit to it when I was in the
But you
house.
couldn't admit it to anybody, seemingly.
No.
Do you feel like it's like you told one fib, so then you had to tell another lie, and then it just went
You
on
know
and on and
what? At least AJ's kind of like saying a piece for Chanel, unlike last week with the Paul situation.
I don't particularly like people who name call, and I witnessed that on a few occasions, which I have told Trish.
She basically doesn't like Trish. We get it. She'll forgive, but she won't forget. She doesn't like Trish. We get it. I do wonder if she's kind of like biting her tongue because like Trish is right there. So would she have like said more if Trish stayed in the house and she could say what she wants now? Like, it must be a weird, sticky situation. Like, it's freeing, but not enough because the person you want to talk about is just right there, and she's just come out too. Like.
Anything else? Have you learned that there's not 2 moons yet, or what?
No, guys, in my world, there's 12 moons because they can't be everywhere all at once.
Well,
honestly,
you know.
it's Chanel's philosophy.
We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that after.
Who do you want to win?
Well, Jenkins, obviously.
Would have been
Yes,
great if he'd
but
like gone
honestly,
tonight.
For me, Jenkins is my winner. But Matty is absolutely incredible. Yinran is also, she's the
You know what?
sweetest.
I think a Matty and Yinrun top 2 could work. Matty, Yinrun, Henry. Like triangle. Sorry, Jordan. Goodbye. It's not a love triangle. It's a finale 3-way triangle. Okay, predictions. That's me. Matty, Henry, Yinrun, top 3. Right, that's been Chanel. Let's move straight on to Trish because I already want to see what like happens Sunday's episode. I want to know what the fallout is, what they all think. Like, it's a gag, and I need to know what you guys think because like this. What?
Please welcome Trish.
Trish, stuck in my honey. Honey, 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 I get the sweet, sweet on your tongue. Don't it taste yummy? Anyway, copyright.
I love how you danced your way into the Big Brother house and you
dance your way out.
I like
Nice.
that.
Yeah.
Now,
Fucking icon.
when we announced your name, you looked shocked.
Yeah.
I can tell you that the crowd outside was certainly
Yeah.
flabbergasted. They were actually shouting, Trish for the win.
Yeah.
Queen Trish.
And then they were shouting recount.
Okay, I didn't hear that part. But...
Tell him.
You know, now that you've had a moment, how are you genuinely feeling?
I'm still a bit shocked, yeah.
No,
because
yeah,
obviously I
100%.
thought everyone knew what's best for them. But no, you know what? No, you know what? I am a bit
Love
shocked,
that.
but at the same time, there was a part of me that thought, you know what? This is my 3rd nomination, and I kept saying, if I was a viewer and someone's been nominated for the 3rd time,
Yeah.
even if I love them, I would start to think, wait, hold on a minute.
That's what I said when she left. It's the 3rd of it, like the 3rd time she's been up. Maybe they're just fed up of having her there, so they were like, vote, vote, vote. But I don't get it.
So my first nomination is Trish.
Chanel.
I approached Trish to be like, let's wipe the slate clean, and I was dismissed.
We're not snakes by obviously having an emotion and caring about our friends.
Yeah, it hurt.
I never know whether I'm on the good side or a bad side. She's hot and cold to me.
It makes me feel like I'm walking on eggshells some of the time because I don't feel comfortable getting in debates all the time about even minor things.
Yeah, I find Trish very hard to read.
So you only received 3 nominations. Did any of them surprise you?
No, that's exactly who I thought would nominate me, yeah.
And you weren't expecting more or less?
I thought maybe there might be a surprise extra, but I'm just glad that it was just
The ones that you really, you thought it was going to be those exact people?
Yeah. I felt like there was a lot of passiveness, a lot of microaggression. I was feeling a lot of judgment. I could answer something, and then, like, for example, Tom would be like, I'm not trying to argue. And I'm thinking, well, I'm not trying to argue either, because I would win anyway. But, I'm not
But she's also just saying her opinion. Like,
it's like a superpower if you was winning arguments. It's amazing.
Then I'd be a bit shocked, because I'm thinking, where did you get this, like, reaction from? So I felt like sometimes they always just saw me as aggressive, even when I was just existing.
Yeah.
Well, Chanel obviously is here, and she nominated you because she felt, she nominated you because of the Paul situation.
Come on, Will.
You felt that she
We're
was
live.
talking about you behind your back, which kind of chimes with what you've just said. I mean, how frustrating was that feeling?
Not just with Chanel. I think with overall the housemates, I'd feel that it was quite constant, because before Chanel, it was someone else. But I think with Chanel, whenever I wasn't sure, I'd have a conversation, then I think we're cool, and then something else will come up, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, did I offend her? Did I not offend her? Then I'll kind of clear it up, and then something else will come up. I felt like it got to a point where maybe Chanel's sensitivity wasn't really my issue anymore. I felt like it was her problem, but she kept expecting me to create a safe space for her when it was a safe space for all of us.
That's why Trish kind of stepped back from Chanel. So
And you found yourself at the centre of a lot of the drama in the Big Brother house during your stay. I mean, Dylan, Paul, Chanel. Do you feel like all of that drama has contributed to you being sat here right now?
Absolutely, absolutely. I've always known that I'm very forward. If I see something wrong, I'm going to speak my mind.
Yeah.
And I know that the world isn't really comfortable with that, especially coming from a woman. I know when it's coming from a man, you're seen as assertive, a boss, a leader, someone who speaks up for what's
that
right.
old
But when
bullshit,
it's a
the
woman,
patriarchy,
you're seen as argumentative, aggressive, bitchy, problem making. And so I've come to the point before I entered this house where I became okay with it.
Yeah.
But I was conscious that I could easily be labelled as that.
But I also don't really think that the Dylan situation was like her fault at all. She stood her ground. It was fabulous. Paul, same again. He was acting like a dick, and it wasn't really comfortable for Noki. So Trish stepped in and stood up. So like maybe she got involved and it wasn't necessary, but I think it's commendable everything that she's done and everything that she stood up for and stuck up for her friends in the house. So, and she had to protect herself too. So.
You nominated Tom for calling you aggressive. What did being called aggressive mean to you?
I feel like it just carries that narrative of the angry black woman, you know, that Dylan has kind of slightly mentioned, because when he was warning me, he was like, oh, don't do this, or they're going to think you're an angry black woman. So then hearing that word aggressive, when actually I felt like my response was quite thoughtful. You're asking me how I feel at that moment.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, actually, I don't think I should talk about my feelings because this is your friend's moment. But you go, oh, I'm not trying to argue with you. Then I'm like, whoa.
It's like straight on the defensive because it's coming from Trish. Like, oh, you're aggressive, you're antagonistic.
Why is it even
like,
when I'm being empathetic, I'm still labelled as aggressive? Why is my empathy aggression to you?
She's speaking the word, she's speaking the truth. I'm so glad she's got this platform and she's saying what she's saying and we're hearing it.
It's so easy to label me under the negatives of passion, and so that was hurtful. It was just a continuation of what I felt like I'd been experiencing.
Yeah, one in particular with Yinrun.
Oh, my union.
Why was she so special to you?
She spoke a lot of kindness into me when I felt like everybody looked at me as a demon. She was kind of like reminded me that I had a really angelic side. She would always speak well to me. She would feel my anxiety when I don't express it. Like whenever I'm nominated, she would be like, okay, I'm gonna sleep in your bed tonight. Or you sleep in my bed. And I'm thinking, damn, that's exactly what I needed. But I didn't know how to ask that from her.
Another housemate that you struck up an unlikely bond with was Henry. Did that surprise you?
I remember that from like the first week, like literally Trish in the bed with a fucking Tory.
When she was a Tory, I was like, oh, you should have said this before.
Before I started to like it.
I like you.
Yeah, he tricked you into liking him.
You said the great thing about him is he kind of spreads joy. He kind of laughs at everything.
He laughs at
I want
everything.
somebody to follow me around just laughing at everything I say.
Henry seems lush though. He's just such a joy. Like
I'm trying not to laugh, and Henry's like, can you see that? That's hilarious. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, it is.
Yeah.
Who do you want to see take the crown?
gotta be Yinrun.
For me, it's between Yinrun and Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay. That was me a few weeks ago till Jordan's antics, but
Trish, you have been a brilliant housemate. We've loved having you in there. So go and join your friends and family. And guys, give it up for Trish.
I'm so gagged. Like I can't believe it. Seriously, still. Right, that is going to be pretty much it for this video because it's been long. It's actually like fucking 48 now. It's 12 minutes to 11. Went even longer than last time, but I actually don't feel it as long or as tired because it's just, I got so riled up after that. I can't believe it, seriously. But anyway, let me know all your thoughts in the comments below, seriously. And thank you everyone for all the support. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Let me know everything about Chanel, Trish. Who did you vote for? Because none of my votes counted apparently. So here we are. But yeah, I'm back next week for the finale. I'll probably not do the semi-final because it's just too hard on like a work night kind of thing. But yeah, kind of gagged. It's kind of insane that Trish is gone when they were literally chanting Trish for the win. So I want to see the fallout in the house, and I'm going to be seeing Leighton live Sunday night as well. I want to see what people say about this because it's just insane. But at this point, Yinrun to win run. And with that, thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye guys. Yinrun for the win run.